Let's be real. Does it feel like AI is just everywhere? It's getting smarter, it's in everything, and if you feel a little overwhelmed by it all, trust me, you are not alone. So the big question isn't if you should learn AI, it's how. Okay, let's dive into this, because today we are laying out a full, actionable roadmap to get you started.
And let's start right here. This is so crucial. You're not behind yet. The window of opportunity to get a massive, massive advantage is right now. And you know what? It's way simpler than you think to get going.
So in the next few minutes, we're going to give you the key concepts, the right tools, and a really clear step-by-step plan that will literally put you ahead of almost everyone else who's just kind of fumbling around trying to figure this all out.
But first things first, we have to clear the path forward. See, there are a few big myths that keep most people totally stuck before they even begin. So let's just bust them one by one.
Okay, the biggest one you hear all the time is, "I'm just not technical." And you know what? That is totally fine. You don't need to be. Most of these modern AI tools are specifically built for non-technical users. Seriously. If you're just a little tech curious and you're willing to play around, that is all you need. We're not doing any coding here.
The second myth? It's all changing way too fast. And yeah, it feels like every week there's some new model, some new update. But honestly, most of that is just noise. The stuff that actually matters, the fundamentals, the core skills, guess what? Those don't really change.
And finally, this one, there are just too many tools. And yeah, there are thousands of them. But here's the secret. You can do about 90% of what you'll ever need with just 3 to 5 solid tools. The rest are mostly for super niche tasks, or they're just copies of each other. We're going to focus on the essentials.
So with those myths totally out of the way, let's get personal. Learning AI isn't a one-size-fits-all kind of deal. The most important question you can ask yourself right now is, what's your why? What do you actually want to do with this stuff? Now take a look at this, because it breaks it down into 3 main paths. So where do you see yourself? Are you an everyday explorer, just looking to kind of simplify your life, summarize long documents, write clear emails? Or are you more of a power user, aiming to do more, faster, stacking different tools for research or content creation? Or maybe you're a builder, ready to go deeper and automate tasks using no-code tools, or maybe even write code with AI's help using something like Cursor. Just find your path on this chart and you'll know exactly where to focus.
Okay, with your path in mind, let's talk about your toolkit. Because once you know where you're going, navigating this whole tool landscape becomes so much easier. It's really not as complex as it looks.
We can pretty much break down those thousands of tools into 5 main categories. You've got your large language models, or LLMs, you've got research tools, and then you've got the creative powerhouses for image, video, and audio. Just thinking in these buckets makes the entire space feel way more manageable.
At the heart of almost everyone's toolkit is the LLM. Think of your buddies like ChatGPT, Claude, or Gemini. These are basically giant brains trained on a huge chunk of the internet, which makes them incredibly good at everything from writing and coding to just brainstorming and solving problems. This is where most people should start.
Now, as you dive in, you're going to hear a few key terms. A prompt is just your instruction. Simple. A token is how the AI sees words in little chunks. A hallucination is when the model confidently just makes something up. So rule number 1, always double-check its work. And RAG, that's just a fancy term for letting the AI look up current info from a specific source, like a PDF you give it, so its answers are actually accurate and up to date. Understanding these terms puts you way ahead of the game.
Okay, this part is so important. The tools will evolve, they will change, but these 4 core skills, they're going to stay valuable no matter what happens next. So let's focus on what truly matters. The most essential skill by far is prompting. And you do not need complex formulas. Just remember this simple structure: aim, context, and rules. What's the aim? What do you want it to do? What's the context? What background info does it need? And what are the rules? Any limits or formatting it should follow? That's it. And this slide just shows the difference perfectly. On the left, a vague prompt like "write about productivity" is like giving the AI a blurry photo. It has to guess what you want. But on the right, when you use our aim, context, rules framework, you're giving it a crystal clear target. The result is just dramatically better and way more useful. It's night and day. Okay, so beyond prompting, you need landscape awareness, which is really just knowing what's possible, what kinds of problems AI can even solve. Then there's workflow thinking. That's the ability to break big, scary tasks into smaller AI-assisted steps. And finally, creative remixing, which is the fun part, combining tools in new and unexpected ways to get some incredible results.
So once you master those skills, you can start to level up from being a power user to a builder. And this is where you move from just using the tools to automating them. Think of it this way. A simple automation is like a train on a track. It follows the exact same fixed path every single time. An AI agent, though, is more like a self-driving car. It has a goal, but it can reason, it can make its own decisions, and it can navigate unexpected problems all on its own to get there.
So how do we actually put all of this into practice? We've busted the myths, we've looked at the paths, the tools, the skills. Now let's bring it all together into a concrete plan you can start using today.
Here it is, the whole roadmap in 5 steps. 1. Start with a real pain point, something annoying in your work or your life. 2. Find the right tool for that specific job. 3. Play with it, iterate, and refine your process. 4. Start combining different tools into simple workflows. And then 5. Take that next step and automate that workflow. That is the whole progression.
And let's just end right where we started. Don't get caught up chasing every new shiny tool that comes out. Focus on this action plan and on building your core skills. Because the tools will absolutely keep changing. But these principles we've talked about today, they won't.
So here's the bottom line. You don't need to master everything all at once, but you do need to start. You have the roadmap now. The only question left is, what's the very first problem you're going to solve?